Hello everybody. In today's video, we're going to be making word clouds out of the posts and words that different companies use on LinkedIn. So for example, this is LinkedIn's word cloud, this is Google's, and this is Snapchat's. And you can even use this on your own company, and you can see what they're posting about, what kind of words they're using. And you can even get almost like a sentiment analysis. So for example, you can see that Snapchat, they use words like love and fun, and LinkedIn uses a lot of words like I guess Halloween. This was in October, so this kind of makes sense. But like apply and people and successful. So anyway, let's get into it. And the first step we're going to be doing is we're going to be cloning the Git repo, and this is just LinkedIn word cloud, and I'm going to have the link in the description. So we're going to also need to extract this here. We don't need this anymore. And we're going to be using Jupyter Notebook for this. And let's go ahead and open up our Anaconda prompt. And to fire up Jupyter Notebook, we're just going to do Jupyter Notebook. And this will get the environment for us. And the reason why Jupyter Notebook is so, I guess it's not powerful, but it is like an extremely useful tool, because you can run different cells at different times. And we'll get into what I mean when I open this up. So let's go ahead and open up this file right here. And so instead of running a script file all at once, we can kind of pick and choose what we want to run. So for example, these have all been ran by me, and you can see that this is the outcome, the output. So I'm going to clear the output so we don't see anything. So for that, we're going to go to, where are you? Cell. We're going to clear output. Okay. So now that we cleared output, we're going to need to type in our email and our password. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video, and I'm going to type it in, and I'm going to delete it again. Okay, and you can tell that I ran the cell is because this is 1. So this was the first cell that I ran. And what's really nice about notebooks is, for example, you can do like x equals 3 and then run that. Let's get a new cell right here. And if you do x, so this will show 3. So if, for example, you put 5 and then you come down here and you press Shift Enter to run the cell again, it'll still say 3. And you can also just keep running it, and it'll say 3, even though this is a 5, because we never ran it. So only once we ran it by pressing Shift Enter, we've instantiated this, and this changes the order. So this is 6, and then we're going to hit Shift Enter, and now it's 5. So that is the cool thing about running anything in cells. So we're going to be installing Selenium and word cloud. So we're going to hit Shift Enter. We're going to let that put it in our system, but it's going to say that I already have it. So we're going to also import all of these. And then this is going to be a path to our Chrome driver, and it'll open up a Chrome browser for us on this URL. So we're going to open that up. And what that's going to do is, let's come over here. Actually, let's take this. So here is our Chrome. It opened up for us. So let's run the next cell. So this will just target any LinkedIn text that has sign in. So we're going to hit Shift Enter, and it is going to click it for us right here. And then we're going to instantiate this function right here. And what this will do is this will sleep for a random amount of time. So either 0.1 seconds or 0.4 seconds. And you can see that it'll type in our username and password. This is so, it kind of looks like it's a real person typing. I don't think LinkedIn is going to really kick us out for if we just throw it in there and we hit run. But it's kind of just a cool thing to do. And so this is my page. And so what we're going to do is we're going to get the URL. So the company URL that we typed in up there. So then we're going to let this load. And this is where the cool things happen here. So I'm going to hit Shift Enter to run it. And what this is doing is it's targeting all of the divs that have like I guess the post to them. So it's targeting all those divs, and what it's doing is it's adding them to this set right here. And then after that, it is putting them inside of a another list. So, or actually inside of a big text block. So we're gonna let that run. I guess I'll pause the video here. Okay, so that finished, and the next thing that we're gonna do is we're going to format the word cloud here. So we're gonna hit Shift Enter, and we're not gonna include any stop words. And to see what those mean is if you can go right here and you just put stop words. This is what it is. It's just I believe it's a set. Yeah, it's a set. So it's a set of words that we do not want included in our word cloud. So I also put like C and help because maybe some companies were like, oh, we'll help you get a job, and we don't want help in our word cloud because it's kind of freaky. So I'm just going to delete this by pressing X. So we have our word cloud, and then we're going to display it. So there's a couple parameters that you can play around. So max words, obviously colors one, width and height, and then that'll give you different outcomes. But I guess these were the ones that I liked, so feel free to change those. And this is what it'll look like. And if we want to put like a mask over it or an image, this is how we do it. So here I targeted the Snapchat.png file, and this kind of just overlaid the little icon. So I guess the next step that I can do is I can do like a sample of how you would do this. Okay, so let's go to maybe like WWF. We're gonna go here and let's find this company. So we're gonna click here. This is just an example that we're gonna do. So we're gonna copy this URL here, and then we're gonna come back up here, and what we will do is type it in right here. And so what we're also going to do is let's find the icon. So WWF icon. Let's do something like this, like black. So because we don't want anything transparent, the word cloud doesn't really like transparent icons. So let's go ahead and save image, and we're just going to save it right here. So let's go to, let's just type in WWF PNG. Okay, so then we're going to change this WWF PNG. Okay, and then let's go instantiate it. And it doesn't really matter that this is blank because we're not going to type it in again. And this is the nice thing about cells is we don't have to log in or anything else like that. So let's close this. Let's go back to here. And what we're going to do is, I guess this is a little bit redundant, but it'll load the website again. And now we can hit run. But you know what? This is a little bit too much, so let's just go ahead and do like 20 cycles. Let's instantiate this again, and we don't need to run this again. So this will go get everything, all the words that we need. It would be a little bit more robust if we did a little bit more cycles, but I think this will be enough just to kind of give us something to work with. Okay, so let's go and see what we got. So we're going to let this run. Okay, cool. Water, forest, nature. Yeah, so you can get a good idea of what a company is all about by doing this. So those are definitely good results. So let's see what it looks like. This. Uh-oh, so it didn't like something. So let me see what happened. Okay, so it looks like the way that we imported the image, it was a little bit off. So what I did is I went into GIMP, which is like the free Photoshop, and I selected this, and then I didn't do that. I painted this white, and then I hit Control I, and I painted it black. But for the image that I used right here, where are you? Right here. I inverted the colors. So how I did that is I just went like this because I have it all selected, and I press Control I to invert it, and then I changed my colors like this, and then this is how I did it. And then I just did overwrite, or you could do export. So what we can do is we can close this, discard this, and then we can have the image that we created. We can just copy it into here. We can work with it a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to click the fuzzy selector tool, and we're just going to click these right here. And then what we're going to have to do to make this a little bit cleaner is we're going to have to select and grow. We're going to grow it 2 pixels so you can see that kind of expanded a little bit. And then we're just going to paint it black. And then the last thing that we can do is something like this. Right click it and then image, crop to selection. And then this is what it'll look like. And then you guys can try this on your own companies to see what they're posting about or what words are standing out the most. And yeah, so just go ahead and play around with the parameters, and thank you for watching.